Hey guys, I'm Chris Schumann and this is the Pavilion Property Market Wrap Up for 2017. Now it's been a great year and Ocean Grove and Barwon Heads have seen some great growth. In Ocean Grove at the moment we're starting to see a slowdown of buyers that are coming through inspections. The real buyers that we are seeing coming through are those buyers that need to make a decision on a home that they're going to move into prior to Christmas or just after Christmas in January when the property finally does settle. The other properties or buyers that are looking to buy properties are really starting to pull their foot off the pedal and only starting to really make a decision after Christmas to see what new stock is coming on. Of course, there's been a few new properties coming to market throughout the period, and now we're going to have a quick look at some of those properties. Let's jump into the market wrap for November.
Now for Barwon Heads, we've actually divided it up into two areas. One being south of Geelong Road, which we've called Barwon Heads Village, and then of course the other being north. So we're now looking at south of Geelong Road, closest to the village, and we can see that there we're sitting with the median higher than in the northern side of Barwon Heads. So we can quickly see that we're almost at that $1 million mark there for the median. Currently sitting around at $960,000. There's been that same sustained growth throughout the time over the last 5 years as well. Having a look at Barwon Heads now, we can see that there's been growth over the last 5 years. Started off a little bit slow between 2012 and 2013, but has been going up pretty consistently ever since then. Quickly moving towards being that $1 million suburb there in Barwon Heads, with the current median sitting just above that $850,000 mark. Looking at Old Ocean Grove now, we have divided Old Ocean Grove into two separate areas as well, one being beachfront and then just Old Ocean Grove, which we call anywhere back from Powell Street to Thacker Street. You can see that there's been good growth there, consistent growth. It's what the older areas of Ocean Grove, with a lot of people desiring to be in that area because it is close to the main shops. We've seen since Kingston Estate has taken off and there's new shops there, that a lot of people aren't too concerned about being close to these shops now, which is the reason that we're seeing a lot of money transferring into areas like Surfside, Colandina, and of course Kingston, and then of course Oakden about to launch a new supermarket in there as well. So a lot of money in Kingston. We're not seeing the same growth that we used to in Old Ocean Grove, with a lot of people selling the bigger blocks, and we're also seeing a lot of developing happening in that area as well. It'll be interesting to see over the next year where this growth goes. Obviously, as you can see from the graph there has been a bit of a level off, so we'll see in 2018 where we head from here. Old Ocean Grove Seafront, which is one of the prestigious areas of the area with all the $1 million homes and those $1 million views. Now you can see there's been great growth there, and if you were just looking at this little area, you'd say that Ocean Grove was that $1 million suburb. We are seeing great growth here, and I expect that we will continue to see that because it's really where a lot of people, once they can afford it, like to be. Colandina is a truly exciting area. There didn't look to be too much growth from 2012, even around to 2015. It was a little bit up and down, but definitely seeing growth now from 15 to 2016 and 2017. And it's really looking like it's gone up $50,000, which is a fair statement. I remember when we were looking to purchase there, which we did just recently, and we dramatically saw an increase in prices from when we began looking. We could purchase the 3-bedroom home more at the high fours, and now you're definitely looking more towards the mid fives to even high fives in that area. Great area to be looking to move into. A lot of people are renovating and adding a lot of value there. Of course, it's a great proximity to the beach as well. Now this is of course one of the new estates, and it's one that we didn't manage to do in our last market wrap. So we can have a good look here. It's seen substantial growth from 2016 to 2017, seeing a lot of Melbourneites moving down, a lot of people retiring in that area. wanting that low maintenance home. Even quite a few people selling in Old Ocean Grove, their larger blocks of land, to move into something a little bit more low maintenance and obviously getting a little bit of equity out of their properties there. Great growth between that 2016 and 2017 mark, and I expect that should continue. Be interesting to have a look at Oakdean. Oakdean is a really interesting one. Obviously there's a bit of it's not been filled in between Kingston and Oakdean yet, in terms of they're still developing a lot of properties and there's still a supermarket and things to go in, and maybe that is the reason that we're seeing that real growth now. From 2012 it went up, then after that it sort of went down in 2015, 2017, substantial growth. Now that really could be because of the amount of stock that was there. So really Oakdean a few years ago was just getting off the ground. Now we're seeing it start to stabilise. A lot of people liking that area, liking a lot of the builds in the area. There are some great builds that have been done. There's more people, there's more homes to be sold, so we're seeing that real growth now starting to happen, and we've seen some amazing sales that area with a lot of people building and selling, even buying blocks and selling and still making money selling them 6 months later. So a great area where a lot of investors are making a lot of money in a short term. Looking at Blue Waters, quite interesting here. The last 5 years earlier on, you did see a bit of a dip from 2012 almost to 2015. Interestingly enough, this looked to be more stock, which quite often happens in terms of more supply, means that there could be less demand. So you've seen prices kind of go down a little bit there and then slowly start to rise to where it is now, where there's a dramatically less stock on the market, but definitely an increase in the properties selling, and that's currently sitting with a median price just below $660,000 in that area. Finally, looking at Surfside, there has been sustained growth in this area. Of course, you are between Colandina and Old Ocean Grove, so you kind of have the best of both worlds, whereas you've got the shops in Old Ocean Grove. You can also go down to the Kingston Estate shops and easy access to the beach as well. So a lot of these homes do have ocean views. It is a bit more of a hilly area, but a great area, currently sitting with that $660,000 the median price range.
We're currently filming from a great property. It's a 3-bedroom tri-level townhouse located at 37B The Parade. It's a prime spot in Ocean Grove. You can see there's some amazing sweeping views behind me. Priced at $1.275 to $1.4 million. It's a great property. Could be a lock up and leave, or definitely would suit a whole family for family living. For all of us from Pavilion Property, we would like to thank you for your support through the year. We'd also like to hope you have a great Christmas, and hope your family have a great Christmas and a happy new year. We'll look forward to seeing you in 2018.